Alright. Let's go find this rubber ducky. I thought I heard it quacking. I thought it maybe it was in here. Cool. Always wanted to do that. Oh, there it is.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock.
How do we get to it?
No response. Next, I will introduce heat via no response. Next, a series of different pH scale.
Alright.
Attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. You'll need time to prepare further tests.
I thought the duck like follows you or something and like quacks. Can we get in there now? Why can't we get in there? Oh, there's a back way. Yeah, this is the creepy part where it quacked. That's not what I meant to do. Just move out of my way. Aha! I don't know if we had that before. Well, surely we went this way, right? It's a lot of mold. It's a lot of mold. There's the quacking. Oh god, it's facing our way. I'm gonna open this. Hello, little ducky. Oh!
Disappearing ducks. Great. This must be one of Langston's altered items.
What the? How do we get this? Y'all don't see me chasing this duck. It's okay. Where? Oh, it's behind me. Gotcha. Little duck.
Finally, no more quacking.
Why does it do it? Alright, we can return to Langston now, though. We did your stuff, my dude. Got all the altered items. This was the wrong one. Bad. You can drop a launched object without throwing it by pressing square? What? I didn't know that. Langston, I got your altered items.
Every altered item on your list is now back in the Panopticon, safe and sound.
That's a load off my mind. Missing altered items don't exactly reflect well on me, you know. Did they give you any trouble?
The flamingo pulled me into the astral plane just like the fridge did. That same creature was there.
I was looking over the old activity reports, and multiple items have been displaying much more destructive behavior in the past few weeks. There's some connection there, I bet, but that's a bit above my pay grade.
Well, something to keep an eye on.
And if I have any more runaways, I'll know just who to call.
Cool.
I guess this is my life now.
Cool.
I'll see you later.
I'll be here, like always.
I'm guessing you don't have any more runaways. That's what I'm gonna guess. Right, Langston?
Hello, ma'am. Heard about your little tussle over in nostalgia. So, good house cleaning and things will get back to normal, right? Right? I mean, are normal, anyway.
Sure. Okay.
I'll see you later then.
Like always.
Goodbye. Okay, before we do anything. There. Now we can focus on more other stuff. We're gonna go back to Central Executive to talk to Emily because we forgot to. After we became director. Emily!
Slide dimensional doorways, then which is the object of power, the slide or the slide projector? Or is the distinction itself a fallacy?
Have y'all tried another projector? His corruption manifests in vastly different ways. Some hosts remain largely unchanged, while others are barely recognizable as human. What determines this level of alteration? Is it the duration of corruption? It could simply be an evolutionary process, each entity representing a stage of growth in an undiscovered linear progression, leading towards what? Additionally, his entities possess various paranatural abilities. How have they achieved from corrupting objects of power? Have they corrupted a single, highly talented parautilitarian and divided their access to paranatural abilities across the network of his corrupted hosts? As a scientist, I am hindered by the sheer number of questions. It's difficult to identify where one should begin. What is the most pertinent question? How do we kill it? This seems like a good start. Hello, lady. I'm assuming assistant to Pope. Alright, let's talk to her.
Jesse, Good to see you. We've got Dylan situated in his containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak, and I'd be happy to walk you through the details later. Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here.
Yep.
We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything.
Well, eliminating them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like.
It's okay.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data, and find a way to keep the hiss out for good.
That's... Really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... Yes. Yes, I accept.
You'll do great.
I love Emily.
Besides, I didn't really have anyone else lined up.
I'm honored, Jessie, really. Thank you.
I actually like all the people we kind of interacted with. I mean, Underhill could be a little better, but I understand where she's coming from. Absorbing her research.
We found in dimensional research. That slide projector is extremely powerful.
Yeah.
You're right to shut it down.
All right.
How do you feel about me taking over as director?
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I'm still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone.
Yep.
Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they ever were. We won't ever be like them.
Good.
When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise.
And that doesn't upset you?
Oh, very. And the fact that he hid those forces from me, it's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far, but as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it.
Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work.
Fuck that. Child. Like, don't just assume I'm going to consider something morally repugnant.
Which it all was.
Which it all was, of course.
She's not stupid, and she's not ignorant. That's why I like Emily.
How was Dylan?
The same. I can't detect any his activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the hiss, like spasms.
Oof.
Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair. He waited a long time for me.
But don't worry. We'll be monitoring him round the clock. If he wakes up, we'll be ready. I don't mean that in a hostile way, just... well, you know.
I hear you. My brother isn't exactly popular around here. I hope one day he'll have the chance to change that.
Yeah.
So, there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment.
So that explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the hiss had us.
Oh my goodness.
They were in my head. I saw...
I was wondering that, to be
terrible
honest.
things. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. And Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay.
It's us.
Which I'm guessing must be
Me.
you.
Yep.
Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still active. Or at least, that's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this. And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me. That's good to know. Thanks, Emily. I found Dylan attacking the astral plane and the board. What was he hoping to accomplish?
Huh. Since they arrived, Hiss have been corrupting objects of power, which have an inherent link to the astral plane. Maybe their goal was to access the astral plane and the board itself.
I wonder if they wanted to control the board.
That still doesn't tell us why.
His motives are a difficult thing to work out, but I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding the board.
Yeah.
Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or was never gathered in the first place.
Then maybe it's time someone looked into that.
Maybe it is.
Alright.
Well,
Got
I've
some other
got
things
bureau
to do.
run. See you soon.
Well, I got a bureau
Yes,
to
ma'am,
run.
Director Faden. Who moved my
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
He asked for anything that looks particularly good in the backdrop.
Inform all research staff that any instructional videos are postponed indefinitely. And don't ever touch my work again.
Oh. Get it, Emily?
There haven't been any Hiss sightings in the ocean.
Show that authority.
There's no way this happened by accident. I'm telling you. The board arranged this to whittle down our numbers, to prepare.
Can't you just process the staff files quietly? I don't want to hear this.
You don't want to hear how we're just sheep being
Oh,
led to
boy.
slaughter.
Oh, boy. Excuse me. Got a wave of tiredness there.
Everything's good here, Director.
What's this? A memorial or like a missing persons? Like a little bit of both? That's nice. Kind of sad. Okay, it's not like an official quest, but Arish said that Marshall went to maintenance. Which I wonder if that has something to do. Like, where would she have gone? I've been everywhere. Okay. Let's just go to our hotline.
The director shut it down. No problem. It's a huge victory.
When do you think Marshall's coming back? It's not like her to be absent during a crisis.
Marshall's as tough as they come. You don't need to worry about her.
Yeah, well, I'm a little worried about her. Just a little bit. Kinda wondering where the heck she is. Kind of important for her to be here. Alright, hotline it is. Yeah, I'm coming.
Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench won't be the only callers from the beyond.
Alright, let's answer it. Crisis, uh-oh, and Foundation. Again?
Is that where Marshall is?
Probably
That was Auti's vacation spot.
Oh yeah, that
We need to
was.
check this out.
You're right, that was Alti's vacation spot. What's Marshall doing? Has something to do with Marshall, I know it.
Quiet. Trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti.
Okay,
So
where?
that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it.
I thought this looked from like suspicious. Ugh, that kind of hurt.
No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency.
We're in a cave? Research site
Looks like
Gamma?
no one's been down here in a while.
What was that? What just happened there? Okay.
Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily
What?
will be having a field day down here.
For sure.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, walls slither. It's a shifting pit.
Yeah.
The street is just another cracked building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. I'm missing Northmore. Acting director in Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this. 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me. His bookworm son, the supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
Wow. That was like the first director and stuff? Or like this was before Trench. Northmore was before Trench. So bright in some areas. It's like cave paintings. Really? That's just rude. This is a whole different area, holy crap.
The foundation. Bottom of the old tower.
Marshall?
Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless she's dead.
She's totally dead.
Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
Well, that was a rip. All right. Let's listen to it.
I only heard of the Foundation when I became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself. To understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place.
Huh.
And on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
Well, you got yourself killed. Somehow. Are there hiss? What are those things? Hiss! What's down here? Oh, well. Oh. How will we get there? I don't think we can get to that yet. Where are they? Oh, behind me? He wasn't even shooting! The heck? Alright. Let's claim the control point. Okay. Cool. Wait, there was a way that way? Oh, it's above. Yeah, I don't think we can get up there yet. Well, continue onward. These spikies really don't want me to get anything. Cave paintings. At first I thought the cave paintings in the Foundation chronicled ancient humans' encounters with natural occurrences like weather, but it soon became clear they depicted events far outside the average human experience. Also, it seems I was wrong to assume the images are ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something impossible. That I've been down here longer than the paintings? That's absurd, though. The style and medium clearly indicate a Paleolithic origin. I was ready to conclude that an ancient community of humans lived in or around the oldest house. Now, with this information, I don't know what to think. Is one of our agents drawing these? Or is there someone down here with us? This place has a habit of skewing my results, or perhaps the data is corrupted. Or perhaps some paintings were created at different times. The art does seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present and possibly even the future. I see them in echoes of the board, some linear architecture, even what could be interpreted as a director. Are the paintings telling a story that's still being written? If so, who is writing it? Is it a story about me? A dig site. Wait, who the heck? Who are you? What the heck? That was spooky, man. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called an all hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole and up into the house proper. Bureau Brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches with the ex-Nazi scientists, and goodbye pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. What the heck? Northmore's ordering the Foundation seal as soon as we can haul our stuff out and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We were breathing that shit in. Huh. Can I get this? Okay, good. I can get this.
Those structures. Is that the astral plane? How is that possible?
Oh.
This is worse than I thought. I need to figure out what's going on.
No wonder Marshall didn't want the history here. If they're connected to the astral plane here. What the... Amazing. Well, we can't go down there. Crystals are blocking our path. First, see if I can, and then we'll go back around. Another thing we can't reach. I'm sure we'll get something to help us with that, but not right now. A note in here? Foundation accident. Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. You remember that Robert Ricardo fellow that we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today he found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls and a strange black pillar in the center. Kinda looks like the one at the crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau member showering him, but whatever happened in there did a number on our guess. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I knew we were careful to limit the guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. Drugging him and carrying him through the upper floor was a real hoot, by the way. But we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in rappelling and orienting than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They almost always end up dead or loony, Marcus. Okay. They're trying to map this place. Okay. Can't break it. What's this room?
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
There's a cave entrance up there.
I wish I'd brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
Right? She can make sense of some of this stuff. What are we gonna do? Carry her though?
Marshall! You're alive!
Was that Marshall? Just looked like a shadow person to me. I'm stuck.
Whoa. This place is huge. Marshall? Can you hear me? She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right?
No.
One problem at a time.
It wasn't Marshall.
What's going on with that pillar first?
Check out the buildings first. Never know what you could find. Recording.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls and crushes in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that
Ooh.
strange pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him a director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Hell, we don't even know the rules.
Ash certainly didn't know what was going on. But that's okay. Polaris wants me to go there. Hang on. Got some lore stuff to look at. The pillar found in the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Frood would certainly have something to say about the pillar's over-erect nature, but I'm drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, the fractal mural in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house, or an intrusion within that heart. Or perhaps it's like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Trotter wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. But then why does the pillar look so different from the rest of this place? Concrete walls and rocky caverns. It's easier to see it as an anomaly, buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcomed here than we are. That is a good question. Ley lines. For all my research into the oldest house's ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere. Occam's razor and all that, but that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between the pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet attracting them? Polar north? Or is the pillar a product of their focused energies? A sprout nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house's power? Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness this energy. On that note, Northmore is bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in D.C. to aid my research. I suppose this is his way of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner is as smart as he dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. Dang. I'm stuck. Please get me out of there. Is that the eye thing? The thing I keep finding from the fridge and the flamingo? Well, that's not good. Wait, what? How am I supposed to get up there? Alright, let's just look at the pillar. Excuse me. Nail door model. Okay, they want me to enter. Let's go. Let's do it. Single new tool? Ooh, what do I get? Left self or right weapon? Only one is permitted?
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
What's this one do? What? I can only choose one? Well, that kind of sucks. Why not? Why can't I have more than one? Both are very useful. I guess I'll go with the power. Oh, I gotta go this way, sorry. I thought I had to go somewhere else. Whoa! Can I not shape this? Hello? That sucks that I can only pick one. Cool. Cool. Alright, so we got the build crystals ability.
Okay, let's review. This broken pillar is called the Nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the bureau, and everyone inside.
Oh, wow.
I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple.
Should be.
You with me?
Okay. Let's go here. Let's see if we can use our crystal ability. Oh, cool. Is this room just a room? Okay. That's cool. I guess. Where the heck is this? What? Seems like they let something out? VHS cassette tape? Oh, those are actual bones. Okay, that's really dark over there. I'm assuming we're not supposed to be here yet. And yeah. That looks like something we could break, but we can't. We can't break stuff. We chose to create. Hiss! Can I go up here now? Well, what the heck? Oh, jeez. Maybe we should just go back. And we can go through this again once we completed the main mission here. Because maybe we'll get both, but we just have one now. Alright, let's figure out how to do this stuff. Okay, to the warehouse. Oh no. Alright, we made it. To the warehouse. We could get in there if we had the thing. Okay, I don't know why that was like that, but okay. Complete the ritual in the warehouse. Oh, great. I bet this won't be fun. Whoa.